Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And today, you obviously read the title. Today's going to be another review video. It's probably going to be longer than my normal review videos that are like 10 minutes long. Because I'm gonna like try and like edit this to make it like so I don't rush through the whole thing. So it's and as you can tell, my background is definitely different. It's not my dining room. I'm on vacation right now, so we're at like some nice little place in New Hampshire. Um, but last night I went to see Venom, and I don't know if I liked it or not. Like, it was good at some parts, but then it's like, okay, it's not canon to Spider-Man, so how does this even make any sense? But story-wise, this was I thought it was pretty good. If this was just by some guy getting infected by a parasite, then it would probably be a bit more a bit better. Sorry. But it's not connected to Spider-Man or anything. So you're like, oh wait, it's not connected to Spider-Man. So this makes no sense. Like, it's also if they didn't decide to make it Venom connected like to any Marvel thing, then but then I wouldn't have gone to seen it. So if I haven't gone to seen it, then I wouldn't be doing this and blah. Um, but see, like the editing CG wise, this was like usual Marvel films. This was not like as well done as like I don't know, like the Amazing Spider-Man films or something. Um, or Star Wars or anything like that. But I mean, most people don't even care about CG. But the acting in this movie it was actually really good. I expected the adults like to just like want paychecks or something like in real life, but no, they actually did really good in this. But I can't say anything because I'm just a 14-year-old kid. Oh, also, gum braces. That's kind of out of nowhere, but I did. Um, so I think I'm just gonna get into everything that happened. So it's basically like this life spaceship that like comes crashing down on Earth, and then like it's containing all these symbiotes and stuff, and then they bring it in to the Life Foundation. Um, all the astronauts are dead except for one, and I like this little Easter egg. It's I don't know his actual name, but I know it's Jameson's son. J. Jonah Jameson. So at least they connected it to that. That's okay. Um, so then like the symbiote like gets it's actually infected in Jameson, and then like it gets infected to like the ambulance driver, and then um like it's a whole story. I'll get into that later. Um, but yeah, it's basically Eddie Brock in San Francisco. Why is it San Francisco? Okay, I'll tell everything how this film could have been better um at the end. So it's just him in San Francisco with his wife. I don't know their names actually. It's hard to remember some of their names, but I'm just gonna look that up real quick. Okay, so it's basically Eddie Brock with his fiance Anne Wang. I think that's her name. I don't know anyone's names in this except Eddie's. But yeah, they're just living together. Eddie's as a journalist, and I don't know what Anne's job is. There's bugs everywhere. But yeah, soon he like finds about the Life Foundation and like how it's like killing people and stuff like that. And then he like goes to interview I think is I'm just gonna call him Drake because that's all I know. But yeah, he goes to interview Drake at the Life Foundation, and he's like, okay, we're trying like just stop talking about that. And he's like, no, no, you're killing people, and this is bad. Like, is no. And then it's like just kicks him out, like obviously. And then he gets fired for his job, and then Anne gets fired from her job because of what Eddie did. And then 6 months later, they start to use like the symbiotes for like on projects of like how like it connects like to the ant like human and symbiote world and like how it survive in space. Now, and then what happened next? Oh yeah, and then Dr. Skirth, who's like one of the main characters, but she dies later. Um, so then basically Dr. Skirth is like, wait, we can't do this on humans yet. This rabbit, okay, is good, but it's just a rabbit. It's pointless. But then Drake is like, no, we should do this on humans. Let's rush it. Ah! Okay, so then what happens is, so then Dr. Skirth goes to Eddie, who's living poorly. Um, and then like she talks about like the symbiote stuff, and then she goes like off to like stall some guards, and then he goes like the symbiote lab where like he finds out like that these people are um like with the symbiotes in them are like living like not good. So then he finds like his homeless friend from like trashy Chicago, not Chicago, San Francisco. God, I really got get my cities right. Anyway, so he finds his homeless friend from San Francisco, crappy San Francisco, and but she has the symbiote inside of him, and then like he tries to break her out, but then like he gets the symbiote inside of him. So then like he gets caught, but he escapes and climbs up a tree. Not that tree, but still, he climbs up a tree like really fast. Like, oh, and also he runs like the woods, Harry Potter style, like in Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part One. It's like, and like it's all like all these woods and stuff. Like, whatever. So he climbs up a tree and he's like, "What happened?" And he goes back to his apartment. That's like a really dumb cut. But yeah. So then it's like he hears these voices in his head. He's like, "Oh wow, what's going on?" And then he's like eating like rotten food, throwing it up, blah blah. And then he goes to the restaurant where Anne's new boyfriend, Dan, I'm just gonna call him that. Like I don't know his whole name, but yeah, he goes there like having like a dinner together, but then he like just goes crazy, and then Dan's like he's a doctor, so he like goes to see what's wrong with Eddie, and then he sees that Eddie has like this parasite side of him, and then Eddie just starts going crazy because like they have like radiation vibrations. So it's like, "Ugh." So then so yeah, then he like breaks out, and then he goes back to his apartment, like where like the Life Foundation is like trying to kidnap him, but then the symbiote kicks in. He's like just crazy, like all slime everywhere. So then like he breaks out, he goes on his motorcycle, it's like this really cool rampage through the city. And then he finally gets hit by a truck as like all his limbs are broken. But then the symbiote finally just goes over him, healing all his wounds and broken bones. I was like, oh, CG for that, not good. I explained that in my review for my reaction to the trailer. It did not look good. But my recorder's about to go off. I'll like make this like longer too. But yeah, so uh then then what happened next? Hold on. Okay, so then the symbiote like helps him escape, and it's like then him and the symbiote finally talk, and it's like my name is Venom. It's like coming out of his back like that, like my name is Venom. We can do whatever we want. So then he goes over to the journalist building. I don't know what it's called, but yeah. So he goes there. He's like, he actually has pictures of everything at the Life Foundation. So he like breaks in. Sorry, his motorcycle's going everywhere. But my recorder's about to stop. But hold on, I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. So then what happens is so he like he puts like a note next to like his phone, like where it has all the pictures on it, and then like he falls down the building, and then like this, but like the vibrations or like from like helicopters of the Life Foundation, like killing the symbiotes, and he falls down, blah. And it's this whole fight and stuff like that. It's like a clip or something I watched online once, and then Anne comes in and she's like, "What's going on?" So then Eddie's like, "I have this parasite. You gotta help me." And then but he doesn't want to go back to the doctors because Dan's just gonna like put vibrations in his head. Um, but then yeah, he goes over to the I like just the MRI or whatever. I don't know. Um, hold on. Okay, so then he goes over to the MRI. My sister was just over there annoying me. And then what happened is like he's like, no, I don't want to do this. And then, but Anne kicks in the vibrations and then gets the symbiote out of Eddie. But the symbiote escapes. Eddie just bails out. Well, doesn't bail out, just runs out, and then but yeah, then I think he gets kidnapped by the Life Foundation. I forgot. Oh yeah, also oh yeah, yeah. And also Drake is like to Doctor Skirth, like, you need to bring me back Eddie and the symbiote. If you don't, then I'm gonna have to kill you. So then he turns on, but he doesn't. So then like he like gets the symbiote on, and then like kills Doctor Skirth, and then anyways. So then what happened is like this dog is just running through the through the hospital, and then like he it's containing the symbiote, and then like goes to, but that's for later. So then hold on. There's bugs everywhere. So then what happens is um Eddie's like taking the Life Foundation. He's like, I don't have the symbiote, let me go. But then it turns out Drake has a symbiote. So what happened was the ambulance driver had got the symbiote on her. She went to Chinatown in San Francisco, got some woman, and then went to the airport, got some little girl. Then the little girl went to Life, and then it went on to Drake, who is like a perfect match for that symbiote. So then, so it's like like evil Venom versus Venom. Okay, so then what happens is Eddie escapes through the forest again. Um, like the same guys that like tried to get him earlier, like in the chase scene. But then the dog got the symbiote onto Anne, and then like um Venom is like, okay, I like her, so I'm just gonna let her so I'm just gonna be on her, like, so I can get back to Eddie. So then get so then Venom gets back into Eddie, and it's like this I don't want to talk about it because it was disgusting. But then I I'm sorry for all this noise. It's not my fault. So then what happens is Drake is about to shoot like something in this, like, I don't know what it is. I forgot, but it's like some rock into space. They didn't. I don't think they actually told us what it was. But yeah, it's like this whole fight between Venom and Drake, and like blah blah blah. Symbiote slime all over the place, and then the rocket finally goes, but Eddie gets the rocket to explode. Like I said, like go into space and then explode. So Drake and the symbiote both die, and then Eddie, who I who's who I don't know the word, but supposedly lost Venom and is like going into space and stuff. It died too. So then oh yeah, 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 I forgot. Yeah, and again kicked in the vibrations on the rocket. So then what happened was, really can't think right now. Okay, so it's just happy time now in San Francisco, but it turns out Eddie still has this Venom in him, as the Stanley cameo and stuff like that. But I think, oh yeah, so then he's like, okay, we only eat bad people. So then he goes over to his uh friend's restaurant. Well, no, actually, like convenience store, and then she's getting robbed, and then he's like, okay, we gotta do this now. Is that a bad person? Yeah. It's like eat his face and stuff like that. Like basically like the whole trailer shot. And it's like, I have a parasite. And then, okay, then this one post credit scene I really liked. So it's basically him going to like this prison that, and he's going to see Cletus Cassidy. He's like, there's going to be carnage. It's Carnage. Cletus Cassidy is Carnage, and he brought his Venom. I like that. I like that post credit scene. That was really cool. I think that's all I have for the movie. So, noise. I really should not have reviewed outside. Anyways, so I'm not sure if I like this movie or not. Oh yeah. Also, this, and also I think Sony's over advertising because they, the second post credit scene, they put a clip from Into the Spider Verse in the movie. Literally, that's the last post credit scene. Why, Sony? Why are you over advertising? Anyways, anyways, so I don't know if this movie's like good or bad. I feel like it's more like a meh. It's just a meh because I like the movie in general, but it's not canon. So why is it should be any good? Um, that's just my opinion. Don't hate me in the comments. Anyways, so I think that's it for this review. This is gonna be my 199th video. I will have my Jumanji video for my 200th video special. I want to have that out next weekend. It will be my 200th video. I I I promise. I really promise. Um, but yeah, I think that's it for today's review. Um, I think that's it, really. Anyways, so if you like the movie or didn't like the movie, just tell me in the comments. Um, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to like, comment, and click that notification button so you see all my latest videos. And yeah, that's it for today's video. See you guys next time. Bye.